Beneath a sky painted in hues of deep indigo, the warmth of Panama drifts gently on the breeze. The air is infused with a soothing mixture of salt from the Pacific and Caribbean coasts, mingling with the sweet, earthy scent of tropical flora. Beyond the bustling urban heart of Panama City and the mechanical pulse of the famous canal, there lies a world of calm waiting to be discovered, where the lush rainforest hums softly to itself and ancient ruins sleep undisturbed beneath the canopy. As twilight lingers, the land feels at peace, cradled between oceans and jungles, rivers and mountains. Panama's natural beauty unfolds with quiet grandeur, inviting the weary traveler to wander through its verdant trails and golden shores. Amidst this serenity, the vibrant cultures of its people echo timelessly, offering a gentle rhythm that soothes and calms the spirit. Every corner of Panama holds a story wrapped in emerald leaves or shimmering tides. From the whispering rainforests of Darién to the gentle sway of palms on the Pearl Islands, tranquility reigns. With each step, the journey promises to unravel like a dream, rich in color, sound, and the quiet touch of centuries-old tradition. Welcome to Bedtime Travel Stories, where soothing tales and gentle narrations take you on a tranquil journey through the world's most enchanting places, right from the comfort of your bed. Unwind and travel with us as we explore the globe one story at a time, helping you relax and drift into a peaceful sleep. The Panama Canal stretches like a silent river of steel and concrete, a testament to human ingenuity and persistence. The air here carries a gentle mist, blending the coolness of the Pacific with the warmth of the Caribbean, merging worlds as easily as the ships that glide through its calm waters. Against the backdrop of green-clad hills, the locks operate with a precision softened by time, their movements almost rhythmic, like the gentle sway of trees in the breeze. Vessels of every shape and size make their slow, purposeful passage, their steel hulls gleaming under the tropical sun. There is a quiet grandeur to the scene, as if the canal itself were a living thing, its pulse felt in the deep, steady hum of machinery and the whisper of water lapping against concrete. Birds swoop low over the surface, their wings skimming the water with effortless grace. From the shaded pathways nearby, the scent of wet earth and flowering vines mingles with the faint tang of metal and salt. Beneath the canopy of broad-leaved trees, travelers pause to watch the procession of ships, their thoughts drifting like the clouds overhead. It is a place where history feels close, where the dreams of those who conceived this channel mingle with the serenity of the present. Even in its busiest moments, the canal holds a kind of peace. The constant flow of water is a soft undertone, its sound lulling the senses into a state of calm. It is easy to lose oneself in the gentle procession, the slow passage of vessels like a measured breath, steady and unwavering. The water shimmers beneath the sunlight, its surface rippling with hues of blue and silver. Shadows dance along the banks, their movements mirroring the graceful arcs of passing ships. Here, in the heart of Panama, the union of nature and engineering creates a tranquility all its own. In the quiet moments between vessels, the canal rests. The surrounding forest seems to draw nearer, its green depths whispering with the rustle of leaves and the distant calls of unseen birds. There is a timelessness to the place, as if the canal has always been here, etched into the landscape by forces both natural and man-made. From the Miraflores locks to the Gatun Lake, the canal's journey is one of transformation. Waterways blend seamlessly into open expanses of lush rainforest, where howler monkeys call from the treetops and orchids bloom in vibrant hues. Even the hum of engines cannot drown out the melodies of the wild. The canal is more than a path between oceans. It is a place where technology and nature coexist, where the past and present meet in perfect harmony. To walk its shores is to be part of a dream realized, a journey that continues with each passing day. Casco Viejo unfolds like a quiet melody, its colonial architecture standing gracefully against the backdrop of a shimmering sea. Narrow streets wind through a landscape where pastel-painted buildings press close together, their wrought-iron balconies draped with bougainvillea in hues of fuchsia and gold. The air is thick with the scent of fresh coffee and sweet tropical fruits from open-air cafes that spill onto cobblestone plazas. Sunlight filters softly through the canopy of ancient trees, casting dappled shadows on weathered stone walls. From the crumbling ruins of churches to the meticulously restored facades of grand townhouses, history reveals itself with a delicate touch. The hum of modern life blends seamlessly with the echoes of the past, creating a place where time feels suspended, held gently within the warm air. Local artisans line the streets with vibrant textiles, hand-carved wooden masks, and intricately woven baskets. Their crafts, rich with tradition, tell stories of the land and its people. It is a quiet exchange, the mingling of cultures held within each piece, carefully passed from hand to hand. As the afternoon sun dips lower, the city's rooftops glow with a soft golden light. Musicians gather on shaded corners, their melodies rising and falling like the tide. Gentle notes of guitar and flute drift through the air, their harmonies as soothing as the breeze that stirs the palm fronds overhead. In the cool interiors of old cathedrals, flickering candles cast a gentle glow against stone walls. The quiet of these sacred spaces offers a moment of respite, where thoughts can settle and drift like petals upon still water. Outside, the rhythm of daily life continues, unhurried and serene. The scent of grilled seafood and spices wafts from small restaurants tucked into narrow alleys. Plates of ceviche and fried plantains are served with casual elegance, their flavors a testament to Panama's rich culinary heritage. The simplicity of the meal, enjoyed beneath the open sky, feels like a celebration of the present moment. As twilight descends, the lights of Casco Viejo twinkle like scattered stars, The plazas fill with gentle conversation and laughter, the sound of clinking glasses mingling with the soft hum of the city. The beauty of the old quarter lies not only in its architecture, but in the way it invites peace, a quiet sanctuary within the heart of Panama City. Casco Viejo's charm lingers long after night falls, its narrow streets and plazas resting under a canopy of darkness dotted with lights. The air cools, carrying with it the faint scent of the sea and the rich aroma of coffee from shops that remain open late into the night. It is a place where the past and present exist in perfect harmony, their stories entwined like the roots of the great trees that line the plazas. The rainforests of Darién stretch like a living tapestry of green, their depths breathing with life and mystery. Dense foliage forms a canopy so thick that sunlight only trickles through in dappled beams, painting the ground with patches of gold. The air is thick and warm, filled with the earthy scent of moss and rich, damp soil, intertwined with the delicate fragrance of orchids clinging to ancient trees. Birdsong fills the air in a constant soothing chorus. Parrots and toucans call from high above, their brilliant feathers flashing like jewels against the emerald leaves. Among the shadows, monkeys swing effortlessly from branch to branch, their movements graceful and fluid. The deeper one ventures, the more the forest reveals itself, its beauty unfolding in layers of sound and color. Paths wind gently through the undergrowth, where soft leaves cushion each step. Beneath the canopy, time feels slow, each moment drawn out with the rhythm of the natural world. Streams weave their way through the forest, their cool waters providing respite for creatures both large and small. The quiet splash of water over stones is a constant calming presence. In the stillness, there is an intimacy to the landscape. Trees stand like silent guardians, their trunks wrapped in moss and lichen, their roots twisting deep into the earth. Vines hang like delicate threads, swaying with the faintest breeze. This is a place where nature reigns supreme, untouched by the hurried world beyond. Occasionally, the faint laughter of distant travelers reaches the air, mingling with the natural symphony. Guides share tales of the forest's mysteries, their voices low and reverent, respectful of the tranquility that surrounds them. Ancient trails carved by indigenous communities lead deeper still, their presence felt even when unseen. The Darién is not merely a landscape, but a world unto itself, alive with creatures and plants found nowhere else. Jaguars move silently through the undergrowth, their eyes gleaming in the dim light. Butterflies dance like fragments of color set free, their wings shimmering in the filtered sunlight. Nightfall brings a change to the forest's music. The songs of birds are replaced by the calls of insects and the occasional hoot of an owl. The air cools, its touch softened by the darkness. A deep stillness settles over the land, punctuated only by the faint rustling of leaves and the distant murmur of water. To walk through the Darién is to feel the pulse of the earth itself, steady and timeless. It is a place where the mind can rest, where the weight of the world is left behind with each gentle step. In the quiet heart of the rainforest, peace is woven into every leaf and whispering breeze. The San Blas Islands scatter like emerald jewels across the shimmering expanse of the Caribbean Sea. Tiny islets, some no larger than a single stretch of white sand, rise gently from the turquoise waters, their shores shaded by coconut palms swaying in the warm, salt-laden breeze. The sea is clear and tranquil, its surface glinting like glass beneath the steady glow of the sun. The air carries a lightness here, a freshness mingling with the scent of salt and tropical blossoms. From beneath the water's surface, colorful fish dart and dance, their bright scales catching the light as they weave among coral reefs. Waves lap gently against the shore, their rhythm soothing and unbroken. Along the beaches, the white sand feels cool and soft, yielding easily beneath each step. The islands are untouched by hurry, their simplicity a balm to the soul. Cabanas made from wood and palm leaves stand scattered along the shore, their rustic charm blending harmoniously with the natural surroundings. The indigenous Guna people move with ease and grace, their vibrant molas, intricately embroidered textiles, displayed proudly in marketplaces and worn as part of their traditional attire. The patterns, rich with symbolism, tell stories of nature, spirituality, and the timeless bond between the islands and their people. Their conversations are gentle, their smiles bright as they share their heritage with curious travelers. Life on the San Blas Islands unfolds with a calm precision. Boats glide slowly over the shallow waters, their movements quiet and unhurried. The distant hum of conversation mixes with the rustle of palm fronds, creating a melody of peaceful coexistence. As the sun begins to sink toward the horizon, the sky blooms with hues of coral and amber, painting the sea with soft reflections. Bonfires crackle gently along the shore, their glow casting long shadows that dance with the breeze. The scent of fresh seafood grilling over open flames mingles with the cooling air. Night falls like a soft blanket, the islands settling into quiet serenity. Stars emerge gradually, their light piercing the darkened sky with a crisp silver clarity. The only sounds are the gentle lapping of waves and the occasional call of seabirds settling into their nests. Sleep comes easily on the San Blas Islands, where the natural beauty of the landscape lulls the mind into rest. The steady rhythm of the sea echoes like a heartbeat, a constant calming presence that endures through the night. Nestled within the cool, mist-kissed highlands of Panama, Boquete emerges as a tranquil haven where nature thrives in vibrant shades of green. The air here carries a refreshing chill, touched by the scent of coffee blossoms and the crispness of mountain breezes. Rolling hills blanketed with lush foliage stretch far into the distance, their peaks veiled in delicate clouds that drift lazily across the sky. The sound of rushing water fills the air, streams and rivers carving their paths through the verdant landscape. Waterfalls tumble from rocky heights, their cascading flows both powerful and serene. Along shaded trails, wild orchids bloom with bursts of pink and white, their petals delicate against the richness of the earth. Coffee plantations line the hillsides, their rows of dark-leaved plants bearing fruit that ripens under the gentle sun. Farmers move methodically through the fields, their hands skilled and steady as they harvest the beans that will eventually fill cups with rich, aromatic brews. The scent of freshly roasted coffee drifts from small cafes, mingling with the earthy fragrance of wet leaves and fertile soil. Birdsong echoes through the highlands, melodic and clear. Quetzals, with their iridescent plumage and long, graceful tails, flit between the trees, their calls gentle and otherworldly. The air is alive with the soft rustle of leaves, the gentle hum of insects, and the distant murmur of conversation. The village itself is quiet, its streets lined with brightly painted houses and small shops offering handmade crafts. Flowers spill from windowsills, their vibrant hues a testament to the region's abundant life. Locals greet visitors with warm smiles, their hospitality as inviting as the cool mountain air. Hiking trails weave their way through the landscape, leading travelers to breathtaking vistas where the world unfolds in shades of blue and green. From these heights, the view stretches toward the Pacific and Caribbean coasts, the distant waters gleaming faintly beneath the horizon's curve. The sense of calm here is profound, a quiet solitude that feels both ancient and enduring. Evenings in Boquete bring a deep, settling peace. The air grows cooler, its touch softened by the warmth of fires lit in small hearths. The glow of lanterns flickers gently in the night, their light mingling with the cool silver glow of the moon. As sleep approaches, the sounds of the highlands fade to a soft murmur. The steady rhythm of nature's pulse, flowing water, rustling leaves, distant bird calls, guides the mind toward rest. In Boquete's highlands, tranquility is a constant presence, woven into every breeze and shadowed grove. Bocas del Toro emerges like a dreamscape, its islands floating serenely upon the turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea. The air is warm and thick, with the scent of salt and blooming hibiscus, carried by gentle breezes that dance across the waves. Mangrove trees rise from the shallows, their tangled roots woven into the water like delicate lace. Beaches of fine golden sand stretch along the shores, framed by lush rainforests that pulse with vibrant life. The sound of the ocean mingles with the distant calls of howler monkeys and the soft rustle of palm fronds swaying in the wind. Above, the sky is a brilliant blue, its clarity interrupted only by the occasional drift of white clouds. The water itself is crystalline, revealing coral gardens teeming with colorful fish and swaying sea anemones. Snorkelers drift lazily through the shallows, their movements mirrored by the gentle undulation of the sea. From beneath the surface, The world is a tapestry of light and shadow, vibrant hues softened by the water's embrace. On the islands, life unfolds at a slow, peaceful pace. Wooden huts built on stilts hover over the water, their reflections rippling gently beneath them. Locals paddle their canoes through narrow channels, their laughter carried across the waves with a musical lilt. The simplicity of the setting feels timeless, untouched by the rush of the world beyond. Small cafes and shops offer fresh fruits and cool drinks, their shaded terraces inviting travelers to linger and rest. Plates of coconut rice and fried fish are served with a casual grace, their flavors rich and comforting. The taste of the sea mingles with the sweetness of tropical fruits, creating a meal that feels both abundant and pure. As the sun begins its slow descent, the colors of Bocas del Toro deepen. The water darkens to a shade of cobalt, while the sky blooms with hues of orange and pink. Reflections shimmer upon the surface, the stillness of the scene amplified by the fading light. Night brings a different kind of beauty. Bioluminescent plankton sparkle like tiny stars in the shallows, their glow dancing with each ripple. The air cools slightly, its touch softened by the presence of the sea. Lanterns flicker gently from the stilted huts, their light casting warm golden patches upon the darkened water. Sleep here feels effortless, cradled by the soft rhythm of the waves. The world narrows to the sound of the ocean's steady pulse, its gentle rise and fall like the breath of a sleeping giant. In Bocas del Toro, peace is woven into the very fabric of the night. The Pearl Islands stretch across the Pacific like fragments of paradise scattered upon tranquil waters. Their white sand beaches gleam under the sun's warm glow, edged by forests thick with palm and tropical hardwoods. Gentle waves lap against the shore, their rhythm unbroken and soothing, mingling with the faint call of seabirds gliding above. Beneath the water's surface, life flourishes with vibrant intensity. Coral reefs bloom like underwater gardens, their colors softened by the play of light through the clear cerulean sea. Schools of fish weave their way between the reefs, their shimmering scales reflecting the sun in dazzling bursts. On the islands themselves, quiet reigns. The air carries the delicate fragrance of frangipani and orchids, their blossoms bright against the deep green of the forest. Trails wind through the foliage, their paths softened by layers of fallen leaves and petals. The peace here feels tangible, a presence that embraces every sound and scent. Small villages rest along the coasts, their homes painted in hues of pastel blues and yellows. Fishermen cast their nets with practiced ease, their boats swaying gently in the shallows. The catch of the day is prepared with care. Plates of grilled fish and plantains served beneath the shade of thatched roofs. Time slows upon the Pearl Islands, each moment unfolding with deliberate grace. Travelers stroll along the beaches, their footsteps leaving only the faintest of impressions upon the sand. The simplicity of life here feels timeless, untouched by the hurried world beyond the horizon. Evening brings a coolness to the air, the sun's heat replaced by a gentle breeze that stirs the palms. Stars emerge one by one, their silver glow mirrored upon the calm surface of the sea. The islands rest under the vastness of the sky, their quiet beauty heightened by the stillness of the night. Bioluminescent waters sparkle faintly along the shore, their glow a delicate contrast to the deep shadows of the surrounding forest. The soft hum of insects mingles with the occasional splash of water as fish break the surface. It is a symphony of quiet sounds, all woven into the serene fabric of the evening. Sleep comes easily upon the Pearl Islands, carried by the gentle lull of the waves. The calm remains unbroken, its presence like a warm embrace that soothes the mind and eases the body toward rest. In the stillness of night, peace feels infinite. Volcán Barú rises like a gentle giant, its slopes cloaked in greenery and mist. The air here is cool and crisp, touched by the faint aroma of wildflowers and the earthy scent of fertile soil. As the highest point in Panama, its summit offers views that stretch across the land, where both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans can be glimpsed on a clear day. Trails weave their way through the highlands, their paths flanked by dense forests, alive with the sound of bird song. The air hums with life, each rustle of leaves and call of wildlife adding to the natural symphony. Quetzals are often spotted here, their emerald feathers shimmering against the muted hues of the forest. The climb to the summit is a journey of gradual ascent, where the air grows thinner and cooler with each step. Along the way, small clearings open to breathtaking vistas, where valleys stretch below in shades of green and gold. Streams carve their way through the landscape, their waters cool and refreshing, offering moments of respite to those who venture along the trails. In the villages that nestle within the highlands, life unfolds at a slow and deliberate pace. Farms spread across the rolling hills, their crops thriving in the rich volcanic soil. Coffee plantations dot the landscape, their beans harvested with care and roasted to perfection by skilled hands. The scent of freshly brewed coffee mingles with the cool air, a comfort both simple and profound. Evenings bring a quiet chill to the highlands, the air sharp and clean. Fires crackle in small hearths, their warmth a welcome contrast to the crispness of the night. Lanterns cast soft light upon rustic cabins, their glow merging with the silver of moonlight that bathes the landscape. Sleep comes gently in the highlands, the stillness broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or distant call of an owl. The calm of the mountains feels eternal, a presence that endures through night and day alike. As dawn approaches, the first light of day spills over the summit, painting the clouds in hues of rose and gold. The landscape awakens gradually, its beauty revealed in the soft glow of morning. It is a place where peace feels woven into the very air, a quiet sanctuary that offers rest and renewal. Volcán Barú's highlands remain timeless, their beauty untouched by the passage of days. To walk these trails is to feel a part of something both ancient and enduring, a calmness that lingers long after the journey is over. Guna Yala stretches along the Caribbean coast like a delicate chain, its islands scattered upon turquoise waters with graceful abandon. The air is rich with the scent of salt and blossoming flowers, carried by a breeze that whispers gently across the waves. Here, the Guna people have thrived for generations, their vibrant culture woven seamlessly into the beauty of the land and sea. Traditional wooden boats, or yulas, glide silently over the water, their smooth progress marked only by the gentle ripple of their wake. The Guna fishermen's hands move with practiced ease, casting nets and gathering their catch under the warmth of the tropical sun. Each task is performed with a quiet reverence, a respect for the natural world that provides both sustenance and solace. On the islands, villages bloom with color and life. Women craft intricate molas, their hands moving deftly over fabric as they stitch vivid designs inspired by nature and spirituality. These artworks, rich with symbolism and tradition, are worn with pride and shared with visitors who marvel at their complexity and beauty. The Guna people's connection to the land and sea is evident in every aspect of daily life. Their customs and traditions are preserved with gentle persistence, celebrated through music, dance, and storytelling. Drums beat softly, their rhythm carried by the air like the pulse of the ocean itself. Small markets offer fresh fruits, handmade crafts, and dishes prepared with care. Fish grilled over open flames is served alongside coconut rice, the flavors simple yet profound. The meals are shared with warmth, the act of eating itself a moment of communion and peace. The islands of Guna Yala hold a tranquility that feels eternal. The simplicity of life, unhurried and harmonious, creates a calmness that lingers like the soft glow of dawn upon the water. Visitors are welcomed with kindness, their presence accepted with the same ease as the waves that lap gently against the shore. As night falls, the air cools slightly, its touch softened by the warmth of lanterns flickering in small homes. The sound of laughter and conversation drifts through the darkness, mingling with the quiet rustle of leaves and the distant call of seabirds settling into rest. To experience Guna Yala is to be embraced by a world where tradition and tranquility thrive together. The gentle rhythm of life here offers a respite from the hurried pace of the outside world, a reminder that peace can be found in the simplest of moments. Panama unfolds like a rich, intricate tapestry, its landscapes woven with vibrant threads of history, culture, and nature. From the bustling heart of Panama City, where the canal's engineering marvel bridges oceans, to the remote serenity of the Darién rainforest, the country offers a journey marked by contrasts and beauty. There is a calmness in the rhythm of life here, a gentle balance between progress and tradition that resonates through the mountains, coasts, and islands alike. The San Blas Islands, with their turquoise waters and pristine sands, offer a glimpse into a world untouched by haste. The highlands of Boquete and Volcán Barú bring cool air and vivid greenery, their peaks rising above the clouds like peaceful sentinels. In Bocas del Toro, the sea whispers with every wave, its voice mingling with the soft rustle of palms and the distant laughter of children playing along the shore. Panama's people, from the Guna communities of Guna Yala to the farmers of Boquete, share their hospitality with a grace rooted in tradition and resilience. Their stories, passed down through generations, add depth to the landscape's natural beauty. Whether through the vibrant artistry of molas or the simple act of sharing a fresh-caught meal, the culture here feels woven into the land itself. Evenings bring a different kind of peace as the air cools and the world settles into quiet repose. From the glow of city lights reflected upon the canal's waters to the flicker of lanterns in rustic cabins high in the mountains, Panama rests gently beneath a canopy of stars. The night holds a softness, its tranquility deepened by the sounds of nature and the steady rhythm of life continuing in harmony. As sleep beckons, the mind drifts through the places and moments that define this country's calm beauty. The gentle sway of boats upon the canal, the rustling of leaves in the Darién, the distant glow of bioluminescent waters in Bocas del Toro, all of it lingers in memory like a peaceful dream. Panama's landscapes and cultures intertwine with a grace that feels timeless. The journey may end, but the sense of calm remains, a quiet reminder of the tranquility found in its valleys, forests, and shores. Sleep settles softly, cradled by the warmth of memories made under the Panamanian sky. We hope you enjoyed today's serene journey and found peace in our gentle narration. Do join us next time as we make a relaxing visit to another of the world's most iconic places. Sweet dreams and safe travels until we meet again.